Hi, everybody. I'm Dawn. I am your Sipology consultant. I have been asked, why do you sell tea? When I was growing up, we had one choice, Lipton black tea. You could either put sugar in it, creamer, milk, but that was it. I was invited by a friend to a Sipology party, and my whole world opened up. I just said, oh my goodness, I did not know there were so many types of teas out there. Uh, So I said, I have to get on the bandwagon here. I am a health and wellness coach. I know how bad soda is for our bodies, and I know that we need to drink a lot of fluid a day to keep our bodies hydrated. So I thought, what a better product that I can stand behind. We have many different lines. I'm going to go over some of those with you today. This is just a sampling of what we have. We do have a Heal Thyself line that includes Quest to Digest, Cough Rescue, Stay Calm, many other options. We have a detoxification one for tiredness and mental fatigue, menstrual cramps, heart healthy, upset stomach and digest. That's actually the Quest to Digest. Just a world full of teas that will definitely help you out. And I personally feel sometimes they're a little bit better than medicines, but I love going the natural way. So if you like teas that are high in caffeine, that is our line of black tea. Many different flavors. We have over 100 different flavors of tea. I have just a few in my cabinet. Cozy Pumpkin Swirl Chai. Love pumpkin, love chai, two of my favorite things. Irish breakfast. I like drinking this in the morning with my wildflower honey in it. Earl Grey de la Creme. This is a very smooth tasting tea. And if you taste it, you're going to know what I mean by smooth tasting. Fruit teas. Cherry sangria. Now, you just look at all the goodness in that bag. So if you take this cherry sangria, you put it into our Prism teapot. It has a very fine mesh infuser so the tea particles will not go through. Drop that down in there. Put your wine, your white wine around there, or even a red wine, seltzer water. Add in some sliced fruit. You have got a delicious and beautiful drink going on there. We also have Pink Dragon. This is one of my favorites and definitely helps me consume my intake of water every day. Buttercream carrot cake. Oh my goodness, look at that. Apple bits, pumpkin, carrots, pumpkin seeds, safflower. Now let me show you what this looks like. This is our fruit tea. Just chunks of beautiful pieces of fruit. So you will put this in the infuser. And I actually use our universal infuser. Very handy. Take one of our cups or any coffee cup that you may have. I love this one because inside it says ah and life. Tee it up. So what I do is I just set my infuser in the cup. I use my 1 cup of tea scoop. I add in 1 cup of tea, and I actually like mine a little bit strong, so I'm going to add in there 2. I then will put my hot water in, put the lid on top of it, and let that just kind of infuse for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. When it's done infusing, I actually take the whole thing out. I set it in another cup because I know that I can get 2 cups of tea out of every one of these. And then there I have this wonderful cup of tea. Excuse me, I dropped a little bit there. Okay. We have Bloomin' Raspberry Vanilla. These are tea balls. So they're actually tea leaves that are made up around a marigold. Just beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm actually going to get a glass teapot that I can put on the stove so I can watch this. And each bloom will give you 2 full pots of tea. Many flavors in that also. We have a lot of matcha. Now, the things that you want to look for in matcha is to make sure it is a high grade tea, which you're going to find in Japan, and that it does not contain lead in it. So you can get our matcha 2 different ways, either in these bags, which is loose. This is just a plain green matcha, which I'll add that into any of my teas, like my Irish breakfast tea, any of them. Cherry matcha. In our go-to sticks, really handy little things that I just throw in my lunchbox and have them with me. I have a vanilla, gingerbread, lemonade, and chocolate. I love the chocolate matcha with a pumpkin spice creamer. Our gingerbread matcha, I often mix that into my oatmeal just to give it some natural flavors. I love adding my vanilla matcha to my smoothies in the morning. There are so many health benefits to matcha. You can use this in food, sprinkled in yogurt. You can have it hot, cold, iced, blended, so many different ways. So we have our chilled matcha stirrer. So I can actually take this on the go with me. Let me see if I can show you here a little bit of darkness. It's battery operated, so you can stir it and keep using it, like throughout the day. If you say put it in your smoothie, or you just have some an iced matcha in here with some creamer. So that's great to be able to have that and just keep it stirred for you. Another type of our fruit tea is our bubbly tea. So look at that goodness. Now this is stuff that you will actually eat. This one is bubbly blueberry. It has in it pineapple, blueberries, basil seeds, banana, butterfly blue pea flower. That sounds interesting, plus natural flavors. So what you do with this is you put about 4 teaspoons in a 1/4 cup of hot water and wait 10 minutes. That is where I use this infuser. I then take it and I actually just fill a large cup full of ice and pour this right over it. And all this is consumable. We have these very big wide mouth straws, reuse eco straws, and they do have a wide opening on them. And I just put that down in the cup, and when I'm drinking, I get a bunch of the fruit pieces along with the flavored water from the tea. So this is really fun. If I want a snack, this is something that I have because I know I'm getting some pieces to chew. Now, if you think about the boba teas that you buy out around town, that has tapioca pieces in it and just, a little bit fattening and not all that good for you. And here you have ours and you're getting all this great fruit. We have naturally sweet tea. Now this does have stevia in it. Again, you just put it in your infuser, and then if you want it hot, you can have it hot or cold. Pour it over a cup of a cup of ice. Okay, so let me show you another one of our infusers. This is called our Breezy Tea Infuser. So what you do is you put your tea down inside of there, and let me see if I can actually show you. I'm going to put in my loose leaf tea, and I would possibly add a little bit more than that because this is going to hold about 2 cups of water. Let it steep for as long as you want, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on how strong you want something. And then when you put it over your cup, you can see on there how the bottom raises up, and then your tea is going to go down into that cup. And again, I would definitely save what's in the Breezy because you can use that 2 times, sometimes more. Okay, so we have when you're doing matcha, I did show you the cup, but I also have a matcha stirrer. So I put my matcha in the cup, and this helps me to blend it, and especially if I'm adding creamer in. I've become pretty ingenious and actually use this for many different things, like my protein drinks. We do have steeping sacks that any of our teas can be put in here. And what I do when I go to work is I go ahead and I put my tea in the sack, seal it up, and I throw it in my lunch box, and I've got my tea ready. We also have hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. This is dairy-free, very low in calorie hot chocolate. We have peppermint hot chocolate. Now I have a confession to make here. I love adding peppermint schnapps to my hot chocolate. So if I wanted still that peppermint taste without the alcohol, then there I have my peppermint hot chocolate. Now this does have stevia in it, and you can see a very low amount of sugar, only 5 grams. We also have salted caramel hot chocolate. That one only has 4 grams of sugar. Candy orange hot chocolate. Now think of the holidays, like at Christmas time in the candy section, when you find those chocolate balls with the orange flavor. There, you have that with this hot chocolate. And then you have real deal hot chocolate. If you like just having a simple plain hot chocolate, of which you could add a matcha into that to give it a little bit more flavor. We do have tea tins. So if you want to keep your loose leaf tea in a tin rather than a bag, I buy little labels from either Walmart or Amazon in the canning section. They're easy to put on, easy to remove and change each time you change your tea out. So I think that shows just about everything. Oh, I do want to show you our different spoons that we have. Okay, we have the cup of tea, 1 pot of tea, and our matcha spoon. So we have those available to you. My goodness, I think that's about it. On my website is our catalog. I can definitely always give you a link to that. If you have any questions, there we go again. Hey, hi. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop something down in the comments. And happy shopping.